Hey everyone, welcome to the Guildhall Gamers. I am your host and DM, Koji, and today we have our next episode coming in, episode 5. Things are so loud around me. I do not want echoes. I just want the game. And speaking of the game, here we are. Say hi, everyone! God damn it. I used to have to do a reverse card around me for reasons like that. Anyways, as you can all see, today I have remembered to turn on subtitles for this show. Who wants to do our recap?
And directions to the False Lord's manor, and we were about to set off to reclaim our territory.
Sounds good, sounds good. Read's even better, seeing as I forgot to unmute you guys from the actual stream range. Don't worry, eventually I will get all of this sorted out and be semi-professional. I have to do it into one setting range for my video because I have to get off of my HD line. There we go. I know that there's going to be a little bit of lag, but we have to deal with it.
Actually, a fair bit of lag there.
Well, it's either that or...
You're in disco light mode right now.
Yeah. Problem is, it doesn't want to... focus in when it's actually my regular camera.
Mm-hmm.
Which is dumb. Makes no sense. Video.
It's technology. It's not programmed to be smart.
No, it's supposed to be programmed to be reasonable. Like, at least assistive.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I had my little electric car that I told you guys I had a little bit of a problem with a couple of weeks ago. Yes. Well, that's not the first problem I've had with it. Well, that one was actually my fault for just running around without checking the battery level. But last winter, they had to it completely died, and it was just, it took them 6 months to give me get it back to me. They had to replace the entire wiring harness, and because they'd left it sitting for so long, they had to replace the battery in it because they didn't charge it in those 6 months. So, not my problem. You're the idiots. You guys pay for it. They gave me other cars as loaners. Okay, Mercedes is the one that owns Smart. I'll take my $20,000 car over a $70,000 Mercedes because the technology in there was gadgetry. It was not comfort. It was not luxury. It was gadgetry, which is like a $20,000 car with heated steering wheel. $70,000 car? No.
Why? Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, let's continue the game.
So we're gonna go beat on somebody, are we?
Yeah, last I saw, you guys were also in the tavern. And you were talking with the... you had just talked with the owner, Marcus, who had gotten you guys that...
The weapons cache.
yeah, that weapons cache, that the one that they were able to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys wanting to head out immediately?
What time of the day is it?
It is mid-morning.
Are we all rested? I think so. I think we all have had the equivalent of a long rest at least.
We haven't done anything stressing for the day.
I do my best in the dark, but I can still be useful at this point in time. So,
It's a couple days' journey, isn't it?
It is... it's marked on the map, but it doesn't seem to be marked very well. By map, I mean the big table.
Mm-hmm.
The best they can give you is it should be maybe a couple days. If it is a far travel.
So, does anybody need any rations or any other equipment that they want to pick up here before we take off?
Just some feed for the horses.
Mm.
Then we should be good.
Then I'm good.
Unless any of you have anything you need in town.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'll take a consent from our individual on the throne.
And Tala is... he says he's good and ready.
Then let's grab the feed and go.
All right. The trip itself is not going to be that difficult of a problem, but I will have you guys go through a skill challenge for going through it.
Oh, shoot. Thank you for reminding me. I need real dice.
So here's my rollings on skill challenges. I'll tell you what the goal is. I'll give you a general idea of the consequence on this go around. And when you roll, each player can only roll once for a skill. That is your best effort across the days that you're going to be traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And you must be proficient in it. And you can attempt to justify any skill that you have proficiency in for it. You just have to give me a good reason. Like, ones that are automatic are like survival on a trip like this.
Does half proficiency count?
You're one of those.
Doesn't matter. I've got all kinds that I'm proficient in too.
I'm going to say no on the half proficiency because you're half proficient in every single skill because of your... You're going to have to require full proficiency. It's going to be a fairly easy one, so it's going to be 4 successes. It's always set at 3 failures. And for this one, you're trying to get there and hopefully get there within a reasonable time and maybe with some info.
Sounds good.
I know there's 5 of you, but technically 6 if we include Tala. But Tala is only good with a handful of things.
Well, can I kick us off with a perception check?
That you can. As well as freezing. That works too.
Yep. Yep. That seems. He's on really slow-mo. He's actually moving. It's just at 1/3000th of our normal.
Well, all right, cool. I'm in here twice. This will work.
No, you aren't.
There it is. All right. Yeah, without fail, every time my computer decides to screw up.
Again, technology.
It is designed for your
so
benefit. And by yours, I mean the people who actually make the money off of it.
It keeps me
that's a
employed.
25 on perception.
29. Nice.
25.
Oh.
25. Yeah, 29. I was going to ask, okay, what kind of loaded fucking dice do you have? You have a plus goddamn 9.
I rolled a 22 on my D20.
Sir, that is not a D20. You need to be rolling different dice. On your first day, you actually notice that there was a scouting party that is going that was heading to Mandan from the direction that you're going to. And you're able to spot them off in the distance and point it out to the rest of your to the rest of the party, allowing you to at least acknowledge the fact that there are scout troops, scout patrols on the road.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
Well, I can definitely do a survival roll just to make sure that we keep going in the right direction and such. 20. A dirty 20.
All right. With that dirty 20, not only are you going in the proper direction, you actually find a dirt path that takes you off of the main one. Seems to cut a bit of time off of you guys heading towards this manor. So you're at 2. Who wants to go next?
I mean, I can try, but the things I'm proficient in are like I don't know how helpful they'll be. But maybe I could do a history check to see if I've like seen a map in a book or seen something in a book that that may be pertinent.
Yeah, give me a history check.
24.
You motherfuckers.
I rolled a nat 20. This doesn't happen
Here
to
I
me
am
very
just
often.
bumping up the DC in my head just a little bit. You guys started at a 15, then I went to 18, then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Go a little bit higher. A little bit higher. No. Fuck it. Yeah, you actually have seen you know that the trail that you're currently on is part of a old trapping path that goes through this area. You read it in one of the many books that you were perusing through while in the quarters of the high-ranking officer of the Red Lotus. And this actually branches off in two different directions. And while they both meet up in the same place, which is at the main road, a few miles down, you know that the branch to the right is a lot less used. And so while it might take off some of the time that you've gained, it'll keep you more hidden while you are doing your travels.
That would be very useful.
24. I actually increased the DC because, books, there's not a lot for this area. Alright, who wants next?
I can do an intimidation roll to keep anyone from wanting to attack us. I'm good at intimidating.
So on the off chance that you come across someone on the road,
Do we really want to intimidate them, though? That's the thing, because they'll go back.
Intimidate particularly violent wildlife.
Whatever looks like it's a threat, I'm intimidating. I'll put it that way. Whatever I perceive as a threat.
Oh,
God.
oh no.
unfortunately, I can't see of a good reasoning on that. I know him a lot of times, yes, but this is an unfortunate time where it's a no.
Do I need to make a persuasion roll to convince him to stop trying to intimidate random passersby?
Do you want to be setting this as the example for Tala?
Ooh, you're dirty.
Yes, be wary of strangers.
But you were a stranger and I talked to you.
Good, Tala. One for Tala.
As I don't think scaring the poor people going back and forth on this road is wise.
Okay, how about stealth to make sure that we stay hidden?
That's a good one. If you fucking make this shit, though.
16.
That's a viable one, and I was actually too. So,
Don't strain your finger now.
Hey, If I had rolled it, mine would have been a 25.
I rolled a 10. So
Plus six to your
I'm half
stealth.
decent with my stealth.
Ugh. So as you're traveling along, on the last stretch of coming up to the manor, you notice off in the distance one of the patrols of the same kind of thugs that you'd seen throughout this journey.
Target practice.
And you actually quickly, before they spot you, you actually tell the party to veer off to the side of the road, and you're able to, with everyone's help, pull up some vines and stuff and just hide it among the underbrush and shit like that. And they pass you by unawares.
Good thing I rolled that.
So, you guys get to the manor. That's why I took that candy. Anyways, as you get up to this manor, a handful of things are noticeable. One, there's been a flower that you've seen on occasion, but now it's all over the place, almost like weed. It is nightshade, but its coloration is like onyx black. Also, this manor is mostly in disrepair at this point. It looks like whoever's been in charge of it for a little while has not cared about the place. There's a couple broken windows. There are vines growing all over the place. The actual road area up to the manor is just as rough as the hunting trails that you've been on, which, as you've noticed, are not designed for carriages, and they're barely designed for horses. But the place is fairly large. The footprint of it is pretty big. And yeah, it is. It looks to be several months of not caring, especially in a place where the environment is, medieval don't care about something for a couple months is semi-equivalent to modern time not caring for close to a year. Like medieval-y feeling.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't actually medieval times because there's things that are more modern than medieval times, like wheelchairs, things like that. But yeah, this place it's not that nice looking at the moment.
Oh, the first thing we're going to have to do is hire people to take care of that once we've cleared the riffraff out.
You do also notice that there is there are guards posted near the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a set of 4 guards. You guys are a good, decent ways away from the actual building. And
Time of day?
it is... Let me roll that off real quick. Okay.
Because
It is just past sunset.
perfect.
Are there any of the gods that are patrolling?
Give me a perception check.
19.
You do notice that there is that there are two patrols.
Okay.
They are going in opposite directions.
So
One man each? Or-
No, there are 3 people. One of them is in like scale mail. There's one in leather armor that has a bow, and there is someone who is in studded leather carrying a short sword. And with them, they also have a wolf
In each patrol?
in each patrol.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is
That-
patrols of 4, and
And there's 4 at the entrance as well.
yes, the 4 at the entrance are 2 fairly heavily armored guys, and then 2 noticeable archers.
Long range bugger.
So what was your total roll again for your perception?
19.
19. You also notice that there is a patrol on top of the building, like on the roof itself.
Do
It's
I
just
notice
2
if there's
guys.
any? Do either of the patrols ever enter an area that's not visible?
No,
To the
there's a good fair clearing between where you guys are posted up right now, which is a bit of woods. The clearing is about the length of a football field.
Yeah.
That's football at Americana. You know, concussions and more money for advertisements than anything else.
Yep.
Not the actual sport. And destroying of countries.
Please tell us how you really feel about your country.
Hey, I was talking about the second one was football, as in the international sport that
Real football, in other words, you're actually using your feet with it.
yeah, real football is the destruction of property, countries, and death.
Okay.
Anyway,
You've seen how the World Series ends. One side is cheering, the other side is murdering.
riots, yay! Anyway.
Hey, there are riots for hockey too, so
Wait, those are riots? I thought that was just how they celebrated shit.
eh. Yes, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
I remember what the White Lotus documents before looked like. Yes.
I want to repeat that one real quick.
I remember what the White Lotus documents from before looked like. Yes.
Yeah, you have a copy.
Okay.
Cool. I'm
Uh,
going to. Can I use my forger's tools to try and make a missive saying that we're emissaries of the White Lotus to meet with the Lord?
The White Rose.
White Rose. Sorry, not White Lotus. Sorry, I was mashing 2 nations together.
Now, I remember something about Nightshade. What was it? Was it something we talked about?
I know that there is The
Okay, yes, the discussion in the recap.
yeah, and the recap of the votes, and that's why the flower is the way it is.
Onyx Nightshade.
Onyx
Yes.
Nightshade.
Okay.
As a note for everyone, it is the fifth son of Syndaros, which is the third month. You can try and do a forgery if you'd like.
That's going to take you a little bit of time. So what I'd like to do is in the forest, go all the way around and see what I can find. If there's any place that's closer, something that might have give us the ability to get closer if we need to, especially now that it's getting dark. This is going to be very much to my advantage at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a plus. Keep forgetting that you have +6. Oh, real quick. Winter, what is your stealth bonus real fast?
1.
You wear heavy armor, don't you?
Yep.
He's at disadvantage.
1/D. Got it. Because I've been the one rolling for this. So, I will roll your stealth as you head around.
Okay, now this is just me.
Yes, it is just you. Hence why I'm rolling the way I'm rolling.
Okay. I've got a +6 to my stealth.
Yep. And your favorite terrain is foresty, right?
Yes, it is.
Wooded terrain, favorite area. Fuck you and my dice. You're feeling pretty stealthy. Admittedly, that's how I always answer it.
Oh, I know that, but it's the fuck the dice that tells me the truth of the situation. Or is he using reverse psychology on us, or is it reverse psychology?
You may never know. Actually, you do kind of know. Yeah, none of you notice Justice
Slipping
off,
away.
slipping away.
Yeah, so for my forgery roll, can I use charisma for that? Because I'm trying to word it in such a way that doesn't raise suspicion.
I had one answer, and now I'm going to switch it to a yes. Originally, I was going to say no, it should be Dex because you're trying to, keep your hand steady to match their handwriting. But if you're working more on the wording than you are on the matching the handwriting, then you would do charisma.
Dirty 20.
So the wording is very, very passable. Note, this does take you a good bit of time to actually pull off.
Hence why I decided to do the scouting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I'm probably going to be writing by muted candlelight for a good hour.
Actually, you don't need to use a candle. One, it's a fairly clear sky this evening. Actually,
and I have dark vision. Fuck it.
2, yeah, that. And it's true dark vision. Wait, no, it's not true dark vision. It's just regular dark vision. All you have is black and white. You don't have true dark vision.
I don't need color to write.
Actually, can someone give me a D20 roll for what's the weather like today?
Sure. 7.
7. Yeah, it's a clear day. Like it's a oddly clear night, almost. The moon is uh waning, so having to deal with that light-wise. But you do have the stars. Occasionally checking your work via Tinder Twig. Like, does it look exactly the way I need it to? Yeah.
Oh, and I do have my Iron Stone orbiting my head right now. Just to make sure.
I'm trying to remember what your Iron Stone was.
Awareness.
Oh, right. That one.
Yes, I can't be surprised.
I thought you took that as a feat. No, you
No.
took the archery feat.
Yes. Yes, the one that's pissed you off a few times.
Yeah, it has, actually. So they have cover. Ah, god damn it, it's not full cover. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, as you do your patrol, give me a perception as you're doing your patrol.
Okay, that's I think a +7, is it?
Looks like
Yes,
it.
it is. I run into a tree.
What'd you get?
1. I run into a tree.
Luckily, you can't fully fail. Actually, I'll let you re-roll, because what you're actually doing is not perception. What you're trying to do is investigation.
Okay. Oh, okay. Investigation +1. Not skilled. 14.
Better roll, though.
Yes.
Yeah, you are doing investigating. You're investigating the area.
Mhm.
That makes more sense than I'm just going looking around, having a walk. Yeah. Thank you, TikTok, for bringing up that statement. The difference between investigation and perception. Perception, I go into a room and I look around. What do I see? Investigation, I am trying to gain information about this visually.
Detail oriented, yes.
So
Well, it
with
doesn't
that,
have to necessarily be visual. Okay.
right.
You could have your hand in a slimy box and trying to find a lever.
Yeah, or you could be tasting rocks, seeing what kind of stones there are. You could be listening for stuff. You know, the difference of the difference of detail.
Yeah.
So your investigation, you notice that the patrol of 2 archers on the top,
Yes.
they seem to be the most aware people doing patrols. The ones that are on the ground, they're semi-chatting with each other.
Well, they're depending on the wolf to catch anything. That's not a surprise.
You also notice that the side entrance has 2 guards. The back entrance has a set of 3 guards. And so, from looking at the building originally, you went counterclockwise. That's how I'm mapping this.
Counterclockwise. Okay.
So, looking at it, you went left.
Yeah.
So, on that first left side, the entrance that you see there, 2 guards. On the back end, you see 3 guards. At this time of night, they're actually playing cards by candlelight. Like, there's a lantern, and 2 of them are playing cards. One of them is doing actual standing of guard.
Okay.
And on the right side, there's actually a main entrance that that you're able to see, and they have another set of 2 guards, and they seem to be having dinner right now. Like just a mild snack, at least. Like they're literally sitting there eating, like just.
Mm-hmm. So they're not being very attentive.
But they are sitting right next to the fucking door.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first side that I passed by.
That is the 4th side that
Okay.
they are sitting there
So
munching.
this is left side has 2, and right side has 2.
Back side has
2
3.
sleep eating. Okay.
And you notice that the patrols, usually the ones that are going opposite directions,
Yes.
usually meet up on the sides.
Of course they do. Although that still works to our advantage. Because if they're on the other side... Okay. Sounds good. So I make my way back to the party and give them the information. And I recommend if we're going to have to, one, take out the archers. And then hopefully quietly. And then we get combat going on one of the sides while the patrols are on the other side of the building. This is going to definitely be a challenge. Because I do not figure... Other than me, I don't figure anybody's going to be able to get away from the archers on top spotting them. And the darker it is, the better it is for me to be stealthy. So...
Well, I'm quite stealthy as well.
I have a certain advantage over you.
Well, I can also just turn myself dark as night.
So then maybe you and I, we should...
Take out the archers?
Yes. As quietly as possible. Because I'm not seeing a way of getting through things without those being removed one way or another.
Rattle, clinking, rattle.
Yeah, exactly. You're basically going to come rushing in once we have engaged with forces. Because you're going to announce to everybody that we're here.
So we go to the side with the 2. We got to do this quickly or they're going to finish their meal. But with
Yes.
the 2 eating, wait for the patrols to pass, take out the archers, ambush the 2 eating, and get ourselves inside and bar the door.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
What could go wrong?
Plenty.
The fact that I just counted out this entire encounter area.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot.
On this
Just
notepad, there's the answer. They're separated by patrols and floors.
Mm-hmm. The wolves are going to also be a really big challenge unless we're inside. But obviously, once they're alerted, everybody inside is also going to be alerted. So we're going to be fighting regardless.
Or we could just try and talk our way in.
At this hour? Unlikely.
Yeah, fair. That is a fair point.
Yes.
Something to try if this assault doesn't work.
Yes. The other thing is, how do the archers get to the roof? There might be access from up top. So taking the stealthy route, going in and
During all of this, so there's only 2 archers up top, you said, right?
yes.
Correct.
They can't have all 4 sides covered at once if they're moving around, right?
That's correct, yes.
Are they moving around up top?
Yes.
There could potentially be blind spots, but likely there's only going to be one spot at a time that will be a blind spot. And we will have to make our move at that point, because I'm looking at it anywhere from halfway front and back to the sides. They will have a fair... It's literally when they're front and back that they won't be able to see the middle of the sides, which of course is where the doors are.
Yeah, well, you and I take that opportunity while they're not looking on the 2 that are eating, and we take out those that are eating and climb up the side.
Okay, so we take out the guards first and then the archers. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go.
As I know, it is a 2-story building that stands at about, like, the floors are big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're looking at a mansion.
Be a nice place to reside.
30, 40 feet tall.
Yeah, 30, 40 feet. So, yes, a 50-foot rope with grappling hook can do the trick.
Well, it's good that I have one. Okay, let me just double check what weapon. Oh, I have. Oh, yes, magical sword, short sword. I gave that. Fuck.
Put that in the box.
Okay. Fuck, I should have done that. I did that in another campaign and didn't think of doing that here. Okay. So then we have to basically knock these buggers out. Or kill them outright, pretty much.
Well, I'm good with killing them. They've been forcing people into slavery, so...
Oh, it's either or. Yes. I'm not saying one's better than the other. In fact, actually killing them would be the better choice. That way, guaranteed, we have no one at our backs. Can we do it in one shot, though? That's the big thing. I am willing to give it a shot. The biggest thing, and the biggest thing is going to be if we fail in killing them at the very beginning, they are going to raise the alert. And
yeah.
at which point everybody else should make their way in, since the element of surprise is lost.
Does anyone have a silence spell? Sorka?
Who's muted? Unless you're checking.
I do not.
Oh, that Nick. Well, I guess we're just going to be making a lot of noise.
Unless we're really good at making sure that they don't survive the first encounter. Because I'm going to go for slitting throat if I can. Or if I can't get around the front, a nice dagger in the spine always works.
Indeed. Well, is everyone ready for when shit hits the fan?
Paula pulls his shield from off of his back, puts it on his arm, and draws his sword.
Yep, ready.
Excellent. I cast Disguise Self on myself, and all of my clothing goes black. My hair goes black. My skin goes black. I'm very hard to see. It's not.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Give me
I know.
Give me a nature check real quick.
My skin goes the color of, a drow.
No. Just give me the nature check quick.
Nature.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Or the ranger could
One of my words.
roll a nature check on this.
I
After
can
seeing
do
you
the
go,
ranger.
like full pitch black.
Yeah, okay. I will do the nature check. That is a 16.
And
Me?
yeah.
It's funny because I got a 16 as well.
You both realize a very, very particular thing. The color black would stand out at the nighttime like this. But dark blue, that works.
Yeah.
Dark blue and or
I
dark
shift
green.
the color. I shift the color to a darker blue. I look like some kind of sea elf right now.
No, what you look like is the night sky, not this black mass next to the night sky. I'm trying to give you the benefit, like
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
it's
No,
not the
it's
coloration of like problematic. It's the coloration of dude.
There should be plenty of shadows up close to the building, though.
Yes, but think of it for just a second. When have you seen in nature solid
a black hole.
a black hole just like moving around?
All the fucking time.
Yeah,
You should
and
probably
then
get your vision checked.
and it
You have never camped out in the forest at night.
yeah,
It's dark browns, dark greens. I think those would be the better.
yeah,
the
because
better
apparently
option.
back in
Yeah.
the day, like ninjas
If
were
it
way
works for your setting to be dark blue, I will just say from my experiences in the forest, just pitch black is not uncommon at all.
But
It's
that's
more
in
than
the
anything.
forest.
It's
You're
the
having to cross the
solid black that's the issue.
Yeah.
Mix in some dark browns, some dark greens with the black. That way, it's not a humanoid shape of black.
Yeah, fair.
Also, again, you're having to cross a field. Like there's an opening area that you're gonna have to move across.
Whereas I don't have to worry quite so much as you.
Yeah.
So,
Just so to remind you, GM, I am invisible to dark vision. Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Let me ask the very simple question. How again?
Because I'm a Gloomstalker.
Oh, right, Gloomstalker. Right. Fuck you. Right.
Okay,
Before
I
we go
think
through
we're going to either have to make bets on how who's the one he tells to fuck off
They.
the most in a game, or we're going to have to take shots. And everybody but the person
Yeah.
told to fuck off
Yeah,
has to take the shots.
She hates our characters sometimes.
Remember, it is she or they, and I'm possibly gonna put up a.
My apologies if I messed up there.
Oh, it's yeah. I'm gonna start putting up a like. Okay, at the end of the episode, I'm gonna count it out, and you're gonna dump a Cash App donation because I'm not gonna take it at my own goddamn table.
You're gonna be buying lots of cups of coffee.
Yeah, I'll just put in buy me a cup of coffee. I'll set one of those up.
I'll set up a Tim Hortons card for you.
That would mean I have to go to fucking Canada, and I don't
Actually,
have the
no,
money.
there's some northern states that you can get to that actually has a decent cup of coffee.
Yeah, I got mountains around me,
Uh,
and no, I'm willing to drop this. I live in Colorado. Like, ain't no
Mhm.
goddamn Tim Hortons around me. You kidding me?
well, yeah, I know that Dunkin' Donuts swill is about the best you can get.
We have Dutch Brothers.
Dutch Brothers is
That one I don't know of. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Dutch Bros is worth it.
Yeah, Dutch
I'm
Brothers.
I
I
most
go
of
to
my
Starbucks
exploration of
because
the
it's on the
U.S.
way home, and I don't get
Oh.
coffee from Starbucks. I do not get coffee from them.
Oh, it's that's not the issue in my case. It's they're in bed with Nestle, and Nestle's the one that they basically said drinking water, clean drinking water is not a right.
Well, no. Specifically, what Nestle said was, we couldn't be in business if slave labor was illegal.
That too, and the exploitation of resources, the fact that even though
Okay,
there's
you've
a
convinced
water
me. I'll
ban,
stop fucking going. I'll be less of a basic bitch.
at least the basic part. We are in 5e after all. Okay.
Before we get into this, anyone who's staying close to me, relatively like 60 feet ish, or would anyone like a little bit of extra protection?
I won't say no, as long as it doesn't make me glow in the dark.
You and I are excluded. We'll be moving away quite quickly.
Oh, so it's only while they remain in his aura.
Yeah, 60 feet. I'll be back. I'm getting a phone call. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, the auras are generally while you stay within the aura.
Yeah.
Well, I
Which
guess
means when combat starts,
If he's around us, yes, definitely. Okay. Well, let's make our way. You and
alright,
I.
I will roll your stealth checks. First one up.
I'm a +7.
Oh, I fucking know. I'll do yours
And they
first.
can't spot me. They can't spot me.
That look of defeat. Glorious.
While they can't spot you specifically with dark vision, there is still a chance.
Oh yeah, there's noise and other things like that. Yes,
Right.
obviously.
So
It's just it
As
guarantees.
a note, I don't normally tell this point, but both of you are getting with advantage
Mhm.
because of your reasonings.
Yes.
So
Damn. He's checking. Damn.
that's a coffee. Don't forget the S, or just use they, them. as a
They,
neutral
there.
point.
Yes.
Neutral is always easier.
Worst part of
So-
it is I've got a roommate that I always use they for. So I am really sorry. I need more caffeine. I'm obviously not alert enough.
The only one to notice anyone leaving was Azarath. Was able to see Justice for a little bit before disappearing off into the trees in the night. Which side are you guys heading to?
The one that they were eating.
Okay. We'll do it this way. Tell me 1, 2, or 3. Either one of you, it doesn't matter.
2.
Actually, better yet, pick a number from 1 to 4.
3.
I'll use a D4 instead of a D3. You said 3, right?
Yep.
Pistolating. Yes. As Wraith.
For character sheet marking purposes, did anyone accept that offer, or the Shield of Faith? I had a disappeared phone call, so I'm sorry about that.
Oh, Shield of Faith.
The
I was
Shield of
using
Faith.
We thought you were doing Aura.
No, I'm doing a Shield of. I was using in character terms. Sorry.
Yeah, Shield of Faith. I'll gladly take.
Can you only do one?
Yeah, it's a concentration,
Ah,
so it's whoever would need it more.
Who has the lowest AC?
I think both you and I have equivalent AC.
Lowest
17.
AC right now, I can tell you, is Sorka.
Yeah, I'm at 16. I'm
Okay.
okay, I think. So
And if we kill them in the first shot, who
Yeah.
cares?
How long does the concentration last?
It lasts for up to
a minute on Shield of
10
Faith.
minutes.
10
Nice.
minutes.
Do you think you can get through the sneaking around, getting up, and getting inside in 10 minutes?
Probably not.
Might be better once inside.
Yeah, hold off on keep it on the ready. If you see something about to go down, pop it on like Sorka. We want our healer to be protected.
Will do.
By the way, just as a side note out of game range, let us all admire for just a moment the beautiful artwork that Sorka paid for her character.
It is, yeah, it is really good. Yes.
I love it so much.
I didn't bring attention
Yeah,
to it at the very
me too.
beginning.
As a graphic designer, I personally admire the flame work the most, because that is really hard to get down.
Yeah, he's a very good artist.
We'll give him a full shameless plug right at the end of the session.
And I may actually ask for their name so that I get.
That's why the Instagram tag is on there.
Okay.
Is it
Joshua F. Ben?
Benjamin,
Okay. Joshua
I can
F. Benjamin.
I can
Okay.
copy it off for you later.
I
So-
would also like
yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah.
Cutting a little bit off the end of the name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But shameless plug for an amazing artist.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
So
eventually
then,
we'll be having artwork for Tala.
Mhm.
Which there is some coloration changes that I should have dropped earlier, but the colorations that we have are still good.
I am more than willing to pay for that.
It's already paid for.
Too late.
Yeah, sorry, these two people are actually friends of mine. The artists that have done that, the artist that did this, and the artist that's working on Tala.
okay. I will definitely want to know what kind of price am I looking at to get a full body for me.
Let's discuss that at the end. Let's
Yep.
go on our stealth mission.
Yes.
All right, so both of you got pretty good stealth rolls. You're feeling pretty stealthy. And you are able to time it out to where the walking patrols are meeting on the other side.
Mhm.
Or they're at least, when you start, they're just cresting around the front and back, just out of your line of sight.
Sounds good.
So,
I go right, you go left.
Sounds good. So going to try to surprise and coup de grâce or backstab either or. That works.
So you're going
Yeah,
all the way up to them?
Yeah, I want to put my rapier right through the one on the right throat from behind.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you another... Actually, I'll have those rolls as that, but I'll roll their perceptions real quick. First one.
Because that's also the other thing in my case now. There is a light source, so
Yeah, there is a 2 torches, one on either side.
Ooh,
Yeah.
then
Of the
should we
door.
do arrows? I
That's
feel
not
like we
gonna
would discuss this.
that's not going to kill them outright. That's the biggest problem.
True.
Unless you do cold shots there, GM.
I do allow called shots, but it does up their armor. Like, called shot will go around your feet. It is a difficult shot to make, even with your heightened ability. You could have a called shot on someone if you can see it from behind cover, but it is still going to make it more difficult to hit. Just
Okay, but
period.
in this case, if we're coming in shooting towards the other direction, we can get face shots, throat shots.
Yeah, you could get face shots, throat shots, something like that. Again, it will be harder to hit that particular area. So essentially, they have 2 different armor classes at this particular point when it comes to it. Armor class 1 is if you hit it within that armor class, like the initial one,
Yeah.
then you hit them, it doesn't do the called shot damage. If you hit the called shot armor that I'll be bumping it up by, then it does called shot damage.
Okay. And you were saying, okay, it bypasses my feet. Does it bypass the +5 to hit component? Or sorry, no, that's a -5. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
like what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
I can
Oh.
ignore cover.
Yeah.
This isn't cover. This is a like
Yes. No, that I understand. That I
yeah,
understand.
that's what I mean by it bypasses the feet on that. Like in case I have had people who had feats like that in past ranges, where the only way they could do it is that they stacked up their Archer Ranger back in 3.5 with all of the perfect feats to where all I do is a called shot. They still had negatives, but it's made it easier. But yeah, you can do a called shot. It does increase their. It creates a second armor class they have to beat, so you can either hit them or hit them for really bad. It's your call.
We need to remove these guys as quickly as possible. I'd say, yeah, let's go with called shot.
Yeah. DM,
Yes.
from my experience, would I be able to cast heat metal on an arrowhead and have that damage deal to them if it's stuck inside of them?
I'm going to say yes, but there is a chance. I'm going to have you roll a d12 along with the firing of the arrow. And on a 12, the heat metal got a little bit out of your range and is going to ignite the full shaft and be a scorched shot. You can move the concentration to another object point. I will allow that. Like you could change it to another arrow for your next shot, replacing the first arrowhead. But you are shooting a wooden shaft with a metal head.
Yeah.
There's a chance that you're going to destroy the arrow before it gets to the target, leaving nothing but a tink.
That is fine by me, because I am trying to maximize my damage output on this one.
All right.
Same here. As long as we stay outside of 5 feet from them. Because I think Hail of Thorns would also increase the damage. Just a little.
There is about 5 feet between them. They're standing on either side of the door.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So,
Okay.
who's going to shoot first?
Go for it.
All right.
Are you doing a called shot?
What is the one on the right wearing?
They are both wearing chainmail.
Are they wearing helmets?
Yes.
Then be the face of the other one. Open face helmets, or I would expect if they're guarding, they should have fairly open face.
I actually have. Yeah, it is just like the T, like the one that has that. T
Yeah,
helmet.
the nose plate.
Oh God.
We should really do it like opposite face.
Yeah.
called
Okay.
shot.
So I'm on the right. I'm shooting for the face of the one on the left because that face is going to be more towards me, right?
Ish. You're able to also get a better line of sight on an eye coming in at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be shooting towards, the eye of the one on the left. Justice is going for the one on the right.
Yep.
With a heat metal arrow. So.
And in my case, hail of thorns.
The very
so you're going
first
for
thing.
the eye, you said, correct?
Yep. Go
Okay.
big or go home. Oh, God. You're not going to believe this.
You got a
Come
crit.
here.
Be right back, folks. Because I can actually do this.
Okay. Let's try and jump out of this.
That's net 20.
Which one is it? You motherfucking ass. No, I don't have my headphones back in yet. We don't want echoes and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, as a note, because of the shot, you're not rolling. Okay, roll your damage.
Do I double the heat metal damage too? Oh,
Yes.
wait, first I gotta see if my arrow fucking burst into flame.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh.
That's an 11.
It's crispy, but it fucking makes. All right, so here's the thing for the called shot. It's a ×3 multiplier.
Oh,
Now,
So,
is it additive or multiplied?
so what it is the arrow. You're running a longbow, right?
yes.
It's a D10.
It's a D8.
D8.
Longbow is D8.
So, what was I thinking was a D10?
A heavy crossbow.
Or great bows. Great bows are a thing in my setting.
Oh. Okay.
They
have
take
to look at
special
those.
proficiency, and they are. There's not a lot of them in the world, but there are some.
I don't have the strength for a great bow.
So that'd be 3D8 for the arrow. Right?
No. Remember how I do criticals? Your first, your critical damage is maxed out.
Okay.
So technically, you're maxing out 2 dice. So that's 18 plus your
16.
dex. Sorry, yeah, 16 plus your dex plus whatever you roll.
Plus 1D8.
Plus 1d8.
Okay, but now that's the thing. You did critical and it's a ×3. So is it a ×4 or is it a ×6? Because is it an extra?
Well, no, it's a critical called shot, so it's the ×3.
Yeah, regular criticals is you max out the first die,
Uh-huh.
and then you roll the second die.
Okay.
Because
So-
I think that for criticals, and it goes either direction, so if an enemy crits you, that's the same
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think that it's kind of a jip when, like, I rolled a critical! I got
Once.
2.
Mhm.
Okay, so I roll. So right now I'm sitting at 19 base damage for just the arrow. Does heat metal stay normal damage?
It should at least go with the critical. The normal crit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it with the crit. Because you did
So
it on the
single
arrow.
crit, though.
So, no,
So
it'll get the ×3 treatment and
Oh, this guy is obliviated then.
yeah,
Because okay, so before I roll anything, so I will be rolling 3d8 because the max on everything else is 51.
you don't even need to roll. You don't need to roll.
plus 59 61 damage.
Jeez.
Note, I'm pretty sure that both of you tried timing out your shots, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna before I narrate yours, Justice, give me your fucking goddamn roll.
Okay, not quite so good. I rolled a 21 total. And I have the Hail of Thorns that's going right after.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we've got to worry too much.
So, remind me, what does the visuals of Hail of Thorns do?
It's okay. Let me get to the spell sheet.
You don't have to go exactly word for word, but like, what is like the generalized? When your Hail of Thorns goes off, what does the Hail of Thorns look like?
The spell creates a rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon or ammunition.
So as soon as it hits, it
Pretty much everything within 5 feet has to make a dex save or suffer 2d10. Actually, yes, 2d10 or 1d10. 1d10 extra damage.
So, there is a question that I have to ask. Is that a 360 off of the initial person?
All within 5 feet of the target.
Okay.
Thorns hit the side of the building.
The door.
Yes, but they are thorns. Okay. Yes, they will make some noise. Definitely.
I'm gonna have you roll me a d12 as well.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay.
Sit the fuck down.
The arrow, the spell goes off as
Put it away.
normal. It goes off as normal.
Yeah.
What you both see is your arrows fly across seconds apart.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of launching arrows at the exact same second is nearly impossible.
Mm-hmm.
But they're seconds apart, and one arrow starts smoldering in the air just before it plants into the guy, and you hear a slight, like the sound of metal hitting stone
Mm-hmm.
as the one that Dionysus shot just hits and then just stands there, like leaning with his eye. Like the arrow went through his skull into the stone and has pinned him to the wall.
Nice.
Your arrow went across, and as that arrow went in, the other guy saw it and turned his head just enough, and your arrow also catches the other guy right in the face. And as he is dropping, the spell goes off, and the shrapnel of thorns is actually dissipated pretty heavily on his body,
Mhm.
and none of the thorns actually hit the wall.
Okay, good.
The spell didn't go off exactly the way you were hoping. There's actually a cone of safety behind him,
Hmm.
but from what you can tell, you're okay with this. As both of these two men are clearly dead.
Two.
Both of you give me a perception check.
Plus
24.
26.
You both notice that the archer that is patrolling the top has stopped his patrol and is moving towards the edge of the walkway that he's currently on.
So basically coming to investigate a sound.
A something.
Okay. So then we can't remove that archer without taking out the other archer. What do we do?
Is the one I pinned to the wall like clearly dead?
Yes.
Like easily to see from a distance dead?
From a distance, not necessarily. It could be that he's leaning against the wall.
Mine, on the other hand, would have to be pushed up against the wall and us disappear.
I'm just gonna real quickly. Is there something I can hide the other one's body behind?
Wanting to double check, you did this from like the tree line, right?
Not the tree. We got
No.
Okay.
a bit closer. We're probably like what, 20, 30 feet away.
Maybe, yeah. No, we would have to be closer to be able to do that kind of precise shot. I'd say 10, 15.
At 10:15, they would have been able to spot you with the light.
Yeah, we're probably like 30 feet away.
Okay.
Like I would say minimum range that you'd have to be to where their torch wouldn't be the torches wouldn't be catching you is 60 to 70. That's one of the reasons why the shot is difficult.
Okay.
From what you were doing.
Okay.
60 feet away.
As a small note, your to hit marker
Mhm.
was a dirty 20.
Yeah.
They got a
Yeah, significant bump.
yeah.
Mhm.
How far can I take a guess at how long before the bodies are discovered?
If the guy up top doesn't notice, it'll be 15 to 20 minutes before the patrols get back to this side.
Okay. But how long until that guy up top would be able to see down?
He's gonna be moving that direction within the minute.
What about the other one? Can I
The
see
other
the
archer?
other one?
No.
Yes.
They're walking on the sides. Their patrol is front to back on the sides.
Yeah. Just cause.
Hence why you're able to see them is they meet, they go back and forth. That's how you were seeing them look.
Okay. I thought they were doing this.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
they're doing this.
Okay. So then, do we take this guy out, or his partner's going to notice it eventually?
No, I was gonna disguise myself as a guard,
Go
as
for it.
the guard, and so is there a bush or anything? I know the property's in kind of disrepair. Is there like bushes around on that side?
There's a couple shrubbery areas. There's also
I
some
know.
boxes nearby.
Boxes?
Yeah, they're discarded. They look to have the same kind of marking that one of them at least has the marking that you saw on the little weapons cache that you guys got.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just
Relieve yourself.
I recast disguise self and change myself to look like the how the guard that died by hail of thorns and arrow looked, and I just kind of smartly kind of march over uh while like talking about having to take a piss, and try and kick the body behind some boxes and kind of lean up against the frame, mirroring the position of the other one.
What was your perception checks when you guys were looking around again?
24 and 26.
Yep.
Yeah. You notice that the arrow is sticking out of the dude's eye pretty blatantly.
I go snap off the arrow.
It should be easy considering the fact that it was smoldering on its way
Yeah.
through. So-
Yeah. Yeah, you are able to pull that off. I just wanted to make sure that you noticed that of like, oh
Yeah.
right, dude sitting with arrow through face. Probably not the best look.
Yeah, I go over. Thanks for covering
Well,
for
it's
me,
a-
man.
It's a piercing stare.
Yeah. I go, thanks for covering for me for a minute, man, while I take a piss. And as I'm like patting his shoulder, I snap the arrow off.
All right, and
I am targeting that archer just in case. I am not approaching yet.
so you're able to see him get pretty close to the edge. Like the way that the roof is sloped, he doesn't look that happy that he's moving this way. And as he gets to the edge, he like half looks over, sees the guy down below, and I'm going to give him a perception to possibly notice what has happened. His DC is fairly high. Looks down for a moment. Puts his bow over his shoulder, turns around and starts literally climbing the tiles and
As in down?
up.
Okay.
It's a steep fucking roof from where he
Okay.
from the walkway. And he's not trusting the footing on that kind of area. And yeah. As he grabs like the little like half-assed railing that's up on the actual like little walkway area, you see his left foot slip for a second, and a tile comes skittering down as he yells out, "Heads!" And it hits right.
What
in
was
front.
that?
Checking on you guys. Didn't mean to catch the sight that I saw, but as I was climbing up, a tile came loose. And you see it is smashed in front of the dead guy.
Be more careful.
Okay.
Okay.
How about you shut the fuck up? And he continues on his patrol.
Okay. So then I approach.
Should we get the others over here?
Let's check for keys, see if we can open this door.
Yeah, good idea.
I would like to do a perception check to see if I notice anything like they told me to keep an eye out for anything that looks troubling.
Give me that perception.
It is amazing. It is so good. It's a 7.
You were able to hear the sound of a tile skittering and then falling and smashing on the ground. All of you were able to hear that with just passive perceptions, as well as some yelling. You aren't able to make out what it is. It sounds like the guy up top is upset, though.
Where's your juice?
So,
Mhm.
whatever you do with that information.
I think they're in trouble.
Of course you do.
Someone more competent, make a perception check.
Any one of you can. He mentioned that there's someone in. They might be in trouble. So
Stop.
What would I notice with a 13?
the 13. You notice that the guy patrolling is up on top and moving around again.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let you know that I think they're fine.
As for checking the door, you do notice that there is a lock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
It does not seem to be locked.
Okay. Well, that makes that easy. Do we get everybody to come on over?
We'll have to time it right for Mr. Pissy upstairs to not see them.
Either that or we eliminate the two upstairs. We have a limited window.
Yeah. Do we climb up?
I'm up for it.
Does there look to be ample places to put hands and feet up the side of the building?
For half of the first floor, it starts getting much cleaner as you get higher up.
So we would have to likely use a grapple, which that's going to make noise.
Yeah, a lot of noise.
How quick is the back and forth from these two guys?
The walk itself takes about 10 minutes with the pace that they're at. And they usually
God.
sit at either side for like 3 minutes.
Okay, so then plenty of time for our people to make it.
If they stay reasonably quiet.
That's the biggest issue, which, of course, we've got Sir Plate Mail there. But they can still move slowly. we've got about 5 minutes for them to cover 100 yards.
That's easy.
Yeah. So as long as nobody screws things up, they should be able to make it.
Do you wave them over?
You think so? I think that would be our best choice.
Yeah.
So I stand in front of one of the torches and start waving my hands, and let's direct the air traffic in. And then slow.
Someone that's not me noticed that.
Yeah, I'll notice that.
Passive perceptions. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh. And the people that are there, the highest passive perception is fucking 12s on both Sorka and Azarath.
I have no right to have the other highest passive perception.
I
I
said
have
the
no
current people
right.
that are in the area. You have a +2.
I know. In that area, I still have no right.
Tala has a 13. Retainers have a base +3 on everything except for their trained stuff. Their trained stuff is a +6. And he only has persuasion and intimidation.
Persuasion is useful.
Do I see if any of them notice?
Yeah, you guys are. They do. You're able to see that at least Tala, and you're pretty sure Sorka and Azarath are able to notice.
Yeah.
Wells seems to be looking around a lot more, like around, but like in a passive kind of way.
Yeah, I'm probably more distracted by his thoughts.
Yeah. Hence why your passive is a 10.
Gods.
Yes, Winter.
I hate doing that, but could we take like an early 10-ish minute break? I was just told that I need to move to another room because other things are going on here.
I think actually a break now would be perfect timing right before you guys move up to the manor.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
let's say 10, 15 around there.
Works for me.
We'll shoot for 10. Hey everyone, we are back. I'd like to apologize in case one of our players takes a little bit longer getting reset back up, but we are very proud of him for it.
Yes,
Also,
everyone
for the
should
break,
take
I
it.
developed a mild bloody nose, so
Yay!
'tis that time of year. Lovely.
Now, I just recently found out one of the medications I'm taking can cause enough irritation in the nasal passages to cause bloody noses too.
I didn't know that they still prescribed cocaine.
No, I'm actually completely and utterly exhausted. I'm a perpetually exhausted pigeon. I am not excited by any stretch of the imagination.
Yay!
Sounds like someone needs a higher dosage. Anyways, actually, no. It sounds like someone needs to go to the American-created system of crack.
Yeah, no. I've
If
seen
we
enough
were
of that
in-
already for to last me quite some time. Oh, you're talking about the powder. Sorry, I thought you were talking biologically.
Anyways, right before the break, we had discussed over the fact of you guys moving everyone up to the right side door.
Mm-hmm. Now it all depends on whether our walking tin can actually keep it quiet.
I think we're going to find that out now, aren't we?
Very slowly, please.
Here we
Stuff
go.
rags in between all the plates.
All right. Him. Then we have Wells. Sorka. And finally, Tala. So, all of you are traveling across this field opening. And both Azraith and Tala are actually doing really good at keeping as quiet as possible. Like, they're not great, but they're doing pretty good at staying pretty stealthy going across this area. Tala is actually better at it, probably because he is Tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
So is it more of a tink, 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 or a clank, clink, clank?
Or a crush, crush, crush as you're going through the underbrush.
It is some like metal tinking here and there. Bits of sound. As
I hear this, I'm telling slow, slow.
this is with the slow. As they're getting up most of the way, just behind them, Wells, you accidentally find a gopher hole. And
The hard way, of course.
the hard way. Luckily, you don't fall flat on your face, but you do stumble pretty heavily. As such, Sorka, who is right beside you, and both of you are a little bit behind the two paladin types, starts picking you up to help you forward again.
Just run.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that as this is happening, you're able with your passive perceptions, you're able to notice that the archer up top is starting to make his way back, and you can clearly see him.
Okay,
You have
from
a
where I'm
strong
at.
feeling he can clearly see you.
Okay, so once I see him returning.
Oh, from your position, because I'm pretty sure you're up next to the door, right?
No, I wasn't.
All right, so you stayed farther back?
I stayed a bit further back.
All right.
I just made sure the torch was between me and them so they could see me.
All right, so yeah, you are so farther back. You are so able to see him.
Mm-hmm. If I see him, he looks rather determined, I'm guessing.
He is putting his hand on his quiver.
Okay. I take him down.
Called shot.
Do I do a cold shot? Or do I use my sharpshooter feat? Our 2 shots obliterated those guys, right? The 2 guards.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going with sharpshooter feat. -5 plus 10 damage. And I'm doing my innate hunter's mark. So that's, or no, actually, yeah, my innate hunter's mark, which is an extra plus 1d4 damage.
All right.
Okay. 21.
That hits.
Okay. So that's D8 plus 4 plus 1d4. And that's plus 14. 21 points of damage.
As you see him reach towards his quiver, you knock an arrow real fast, spotting that, and you aim just right. You fire, and you see the arrow go up, and as he's lifting his arm to pull an arrow, your arrow goes in under his arm,
Nice.
into his lungs, and you just and he drops down.
Okay. So, hurry up, guys. Get here now.
As this is going down, I looked to Sorka. Sorka was the one who tripped, right? Sorka?
No,
No.
Wells is the one that tripped.
Well, I'm going to whisper, are you okay?
Oh, God. Of course,
As
just when I'm telling everybody to move it.
I notice the arrow go up and everything, I'm now going to open the door and see what's inside and have it ready for everyone to rush inside.
Sounds good.
As you open the door, you notice that there is first a mudroom, and then you see doors on either side. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. There's a handful of torches down. This looks to be servants' quarters.
Perfect. As long as there's nothing in the fucking way, yeah, I'm keeping that door propped open for everyone to get the fuck inside.
All right. Are you guys going to continue being stealthy, or are you just rushing it now?
Well, you see me rush to the door.
Are you going to be stealthy as you rush?
I can. That's true. It'll be at a disadvantage though if I'm rushing. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, you're feeling pretty stealthy. The rest of you see the shadowy mass of the of Justice just suddenly appear and then just bolt towards the door at full sprint. You're able to see her at full vision. Wells, even you see Justice.
Yes.
And you're human, it's nighttime.
Yeah, but
Well,
I just realized
I mean-
I've got a torch between. I'm between a torch and them, so yeah, I just silhouetted myself.
Yeah.
It's not just that. They saw you from when you started moving.
Mm-hmm.
You accidentally rolled kind of shit, my friend.
Yeah,
It happens.
that's fine. It happens. This one's not a critical one. Being seen at this point is not the issue. It's being heard more so the issue.
Are the rest of you going to continue a stealth run?
Just don't bother. Just run.
Clank, 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 clank,
It's
clank.
all up to you.
Everyone else should be fairly far away. Right at this moment.
Yeah.
Far enough for you to get to the door, at least.
What are your decisions?
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna take it slow.
Okay.
Go. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'll just go.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so Wells and Sorka just take off. As Wraith, you said you're gonna try and still be a little stealthy.
Yeah, considering that clanking metal is loud, it's not quiet.
What is your suggestion towards Tala?
To do the same, because I assume that Tala's wearing his armor.
Yes. So, the other two just sprint, and then the next thing you hear is like the sounds of someone like holding their armor in place as best as they can as they're running. So you're still hearing someone run in full plate.
Mm-hmm.
It's less about the sight and more about the
Mm-hmm.
crashing of metal.
Mm-hmm.
But you all are able to get into the building. You felt pretty stealthy the whole way through.
I after getting inside, I wait a second listening.
Yeah. Do we hear anything? Yes.
Before I close the door, I reach out to where those broken boxes are and I try and grab like a couple planks of wood, and then I come back in and I close the door and I try and wedge the door shut.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything in the room to be able to put up against the door?
I think of the. Yeah, you should be able to, like, wedge it, like underneath the door handle area.
Okay. It'll buy us some time.
Yeah. It's not going to be a permanent fix by any stretch of the means.
I have a question. What kind of door handle is it?
It is a ring handle. So, like, as
Are
you
are
pull
both
it up,
are both of them going the opposite way, like the part that you grab from each other?
the one on the outside is as you pick it, as you like lift it up, be able to push it in. You feel the levering mechanism pulling the latch out of the way, and when you pulling it open, you feel that same kind of tension on within the door.
All right, I'm asking because if there's like two places I could like put one of my pairs of manacles on it.
No,
And
that unfortunately is not a factor that you could do.
Did we
All right,
find
it was
anything?
worth
Any keys on the
a
bodies?
try.
We didn't actually check.
Yeah, none of you checked the bodies.
Because we assumed once. Yeah. That's
The door was unlocked, so we didn't waste the time.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't want to be in the light for too long.
Yeah. Anyways, we're here now. We got this door as good as we can do and quick.
Yeah. So long hallway?
Long hallway. Let's get to the top floor as quickly as possible because that's more than likely where we're going to find the individual that needs to be removed from wasting all this oxygen.
Down the hallway,
Where do
there
you
are
want me
5
placed?
doors on either side. On the left side, you notice door 1, 2, and 4 are open.
Mm-hmm.
And on the right side, 3 and 5 are open.
I'm gonna guess that these are sleeping quarters for the guards.
Guard servants, what have you.
Yeah. On a traditional manor, this looks to be like servants' quarters.
Do we open each of the doors? Just make sure there's nobody there.
Let's just peek in one of the open ones first. I'm just gonna look at the first door on the left and see if it looks like it's in use as current sleeping quarters.
Yeah, you see extra set of few clothes, pair of boots just thrown into the room. A bow is just hanging on the wall. There's no arrows in the room.
I
So this
think
is-
we're going to see sleeping people if we open any of the closed doors.
The better to eliminate them.
Yeah, quietly.
You notice that there are 2 beds per room. And they're about the size of a twin bed. Well, twin XL.
Luxurious. Wow.
Well, they are twin beds, but longer for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Should we wait here so we don't, wake everyone up until you give us the signal? Move forward?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's go
I don't
check
want
the
to be the
rooms.
cause of our death.
Mm-hmm. Let's go check the rooms. Those of us that are stealthy.
First
Okay.
door on the right.
Yep. Open it quietly.
Me and Tal are probably going to guard the door.
All right.
Good idea.
So, I'm guessing one of you is opening, and is the other one going to assist or wait to attack people?
Assist.
Yeah.
Who's assisting whom?
I technically have a higher stealth, so give me the advantage.
Sounds good.
As Dionysus starts opening the door, you hear almost the faintest of squeaks starting to come from one of the hinges, and you quickly just take one of the nearby sticks and pry up the door just a little bit to release some of the tension on the hinge. As you look at the door, really reasonably open. In the room, you see 2 guards sleeping.
Okay.
Their armor is one is piled at the foot. The other one is actually the other set of armor is actually hanging nicely. These 2 seem to be fairly different people.
They're both without armor at this point in time, so I'd say coup de grace. You take the left, I take the right.
Yep.
You have advantage on your attack.
Wow.
Because they're prone as a hidden automatic crit.
Let's get through the factor of if you hit first.
I got a 13.
30-20.
Roll your damage, and it's going to be counted as a critical.
Okay.
What weapons are you using?
My +1 rapier.
I'm using a scimitar.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 + 4 + 6 for the critical. So 14 points.
15 points of damage.
First one with the 14 and with the 15. Your scimitar leanly goes into the guy's throat, and you see him wake up for just a second before quickly fading.
Okay.
The other guy shifted just a little bit. He looks really bad, but you have a strong feeling that you did not finish him off right away.
Okay.
Bonus action, do it again?
I
They
believe
lose
for
their
a bonus
proficiency
action
on
attack,
it.
you'd have to have a second weapon, right?
I have a dagger.
Roll your dagger.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Fucking dagger damage.
Caltrop.
He is prone, so
Auto crit, right?
auto crit.
But because I'm
Unplug it.
because of how the bonus action works, I don't get the +3. I just
Correct.
get the die rolls. At still max at 8 points of damage. I rolled a 4.
So your rapier like skinned through the side of his neck, and like he was starting to bleed out, and as he is starting to sit up, you slip your dagger like underneath his chin and pin him to his bed real quick.
I just
Yeah,
go,
I know.
Shh, don't struggle.
And that's 2.
Why is it not?
That room is now clear.
Okay.
We will loot this entire place after we're done with it.
Exactly.
Let's go to the next door.
Yep. Same process.
All right. This time around, you're both feeling pretty confident as you start moving, as you start going to that door. And as it starts opening, Dionysus, your hand slips. And the door actually swings all the way open. It doesn't clatter against the wall, but the handle jingles. Let's see if you woke them up. The person in the bed on the left just snores real quick and rolls over. The one on the right is going to be at disadvantage. He, like, sleeping with his hands underneath his pillow, wakes up, sits up, and throws a knife at you. And it smacks into the wall. He has a look of horror on his face for a second of, oh shit, instincts kicked in. Then he has the look on his face of, oh shit, I don't know you.
Yeah, I leap forward to stab him.
You will get one attack before initiative.
Okay. If I pull out 2 scimitars, can I attack the other guy with one coup de grace and this one as a second attack just in case?
You could.
Done.
But there's one person physically in your way. He is seated, so you do have advantage on your attack.
Oh, even better. Even better. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Just normal damage, though?
Just normal damage. He is awake. He is cognitive. Barely, but he is.
That is 9 points of damage.
It's a pretty solid hit.
Okay, so I'm going for the coup de grace on the other guy.
Initiative.
Initiative. Okay.
This guy's awake, and his next action
Will be to wake his partner.
is going to be to yell. Not
Does
that
okay.
mean
He's going to
rest
try
of us need
to.
to-
27 initiative.
Oh, god damn. Fuck you.
Natural 20 on it.
1 second.
Thank you.
So
Chicago popcorn. No. No. Not like that.
not like Chicago popcorn.
Nope.
Sorka would let me bleed out a bit.
All right, so we're gonna go from everyone, because I'm pretty sure all of you, once you hear what's going on, are going to chime in on this.
Oh yeah.
Above a 20.
Yep. 27.
22.
I got a 22 as well.
All right.
That 20 would have been better used for a hit, but I'll survive.
Dionysus, what's your dex?
My dex is 16.
All right, and Sorka?
15.
All right, so we should do a 23. All right, let's go 15 to 20.
16.
19.
Oh, we all have decent initiatives.
Are you rolling for Tala's initiative or am
Paula
I?
goes right after you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Legitimately right after you in the order. Let me check that real quick. Oh, I do forget that one.
Mm-hmm.
From Wells. I do forget that on occasion. Wells, you got a 16, you said?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. All right. So here is our order. We have Justice, Dionysus, Sorka, Azarath, Tala, Wells, baddies.
Good.
Justice.
You're saying I have a body in between me and this guy, right?
Not anymore.
Okay, good.
Right at the beginning you did.
Mm-hmm.
You would not be able to move at the exact same...
Yep. Not a worry. Okay, so 2 shots with my scimitars on the one that's about to yell.
Okay.
First shot. That would be, where am I? Scimitar, that's so 13.
13 hits.
Okay. So that is Wow, all of 5 points of damage.
He's still alive.
Second shot on him. 24 to hit,
Hits.
and 5 more points of damage.
He's looking real bad,
Oh, fudge!
but he's still alive.
Okay, well,
Dionysus.
that's all I can do.
First, you're probably going to unmute yourself.
I am going to pull a winter. I'll be right back.
So I'm going to first bonus action use my dagger on the guy who's about to yell. I'm just trying to stick it through the roof of his fucking mouth at this point.
Okay. Oh, like from like below his jaw up into the roof of his mouth.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
and that's an 18 to hit.
that hits.
For 3 points of damage.
You are able to take the knife and just plunge it up in through the top.
And then I'm going to step over to the other bed and plunge my rapier down at the sleeping guy.
All right. That is at advantage.
That is a 24 to hit.
That hits, and it is a critical because he's asleep.
And that is 19 max damage, 19 points of damage.
Roll his saving throw. Because that is the only difference between right now and so are you left-handed or right-handed with your dagger?
Left-handed with the dagger, right-handed with the rapier.
Okay.
So you spin around momentarily, shoving the blade up into the person's neck. And then with your back to the wall, semi-facing Justice, you reach up and then plunge your sword down into the dude's rib cage. And you feel it skip off of one rib and then skip off of a second one. And you feel the tip of your sword temporarily hit wood past the straw.
Nice.
You can stay in initiative order.
A little bit of a hiccup, guys. I think it's taken care of, though.
It's a good initiative order.
It's a good initiative order.
And there was sound that came out of that room.
What was it like? Them taking care of business sound, or was it like, oh shit sound?
You heard you heard the sounds of two people getting killed. This is between the two rooms. This is the first time that you actually heard the actual action.
Can I tell the difference, like whether it's one of our companions getting killed or not, or
You can definitely tell that it's not any of your companions, but you also heard it.
I'll look towards Tala. If we heard that, who knows who else heard that? Be on guard.
Are we going to keep in initiative order? Because if we are, then Sorka is up next.
Okay, So I'm going to step up and I see and kind of peek into the room. I mean, these two guys look like they're dead.
Yes.
Okay. And then can I just look down the hall to see if I see any movement from down the hall?
Currently, you don't see any movement coming from down the hall.
Okay, I am going to just keep an eye down the hall at this point, since these guys are dead.
All right. Are you going to hold any actions or?
I'll kind of have my crossbow kind of up so that if I see anyone, I can quickly just. But I'm not going to hold a spell. I don't want to waste a spell.
Understandable. Next is Azure.
Over.
I am going to
Don't tell me
do
to
a
shush.
whatever it would take to see if I hear anyone, that'd be perception. Anything that's not. Let's see if I can tell if anyone's coming, from our end of things.
Actually, this worked out fairly well to our advantage at this point in time there, Dionysus. Because the next room beside this is empty and the two rooms across are empty. So we might have gotten away with it.
Roll your perception.
Maybe.
15.
It is
Oh.
still on initiative.
Okay.
Dice jail right now. Dice jail. Fuck you. Natural 1 for a total of 3.
You can hear distinct heavy breathing of someone that has just gotten into ready for the fight mode, ringing in your ears.
Wherever they are, yeah.
You also have the strong feeling that could just be you with your helmet on.
Tala, am I breathing heavy?
A little bit, sir.
Can I have my Christmas?
Okay, I'm hearing an echo.
Are you going to do anything else on your turn?
I am going to stay on guard.
Okay. Tala is up. What are you going to have him do? Remember, inside of combat, he's yours, Azure.
Tala is stealthier than me, right?
Yes. I happened to look at your number.
I'm going to have Tala go check on the others.
So you're going to have him stealth down to check on the others?
Yep.
All right. He will be at disadvantage. I'll be rolling the stealth on you for it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hopefully it's because of Lexi
Yeah.
and not your brother being reckless.
He...
Oh, no, they went and got their vaccine shot on Friday.
now,
As he's moving forward, his foot catches on the little step up from the mudroom into the main hallway. And he stumbles a little bit, and you're able to hear the armor underneath his vestments like rattling a little bit. He looks around, not thinking anyone saw, and continues down the hallway. Just a moment later, Dionysus and Justice, you're able to see Paula like looking around the corner into the room at you. But you heard him come down the hall.
Not to worry, might have missed a calculation. You are muted, Boots.
Let's head to the third room on the left.
Before that,
Yeah.
Wells.
Okay, so you said with this hallway that there's like how many doors?
5 on each side.
5 on each side, a total of 10.
What was the door that they had just been in that they took care of?
Second on the right. Third on the right is open. First and second on the left are open. So third on the left is closed. Fourth on the right and fifth on the left are closed.
There's
Okay, and
still 3
then
more rooms.
Yeah.
okay, and then the ones that are open, would those ones that you two had been in, or
There are 5 that were already open, 2 that we've removed.
It looks like the open ones are unoccupied.
okay? Yeah, if that's the case, let me see. Yeah, I think I would make my way down the hall and then
Computer still likes to warm.
yeah, heading towards the next closed one, but not interacting with the door yet. Yeah, not interacting with the door yet, but basically, I think preparing himself, in a way, readying an attack if somehow anyone gets within 5 feet of him.
Anyone or anyone you don't know?
Anyone hostile that I don't know. That would only happen if Wells was not sound of mind.
That's my worry.
All right, so
Okay,
it
so
is on to
let's.
their turn.
Did anybody hear that?
So, as you're all waiting to see what is going on within this short time period, you hear from the far room on the right.
So fourth on the right, okay. Or fifth on the right, the open door.
5th on the right.
Shit.
You hear, "Keep it the fuck down. We're trying to sleep in here." And from the door that you're next to, Wells, you hear the sounds of feet approach the door. And you also hear some feet moving around behind you. The door opens in front of you as a person steps, like, looks half-assed out of the far door. Sorka, who is your shot going to be triggered against? Because we already know that Wells. Roll your attack real quick. You might need to unmute.
23.
23 hits.
For 12 damage.
It is very solid, but he is still standing. Sorka,
I was gonna ask, do I see this person come out of the room?
you see two people starting to head out of rooms. As one of them is stepping out, you see Wells just like turn his blade and shove it up towards the one guy, and then you do see someone at the far end like leaning out.
How far away is the person at the far end?
It's good. $50 feet away.
Okay, so still within range of my crossbow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay,
rooms
I'll
are
try
about
and hit the other
10,
one.
11 feet wide.
Okay,
Like
I'll
they're-
try and hit the other one then.
Yeah. Go right ahead. Take your shot.
That's a 19.
That hits.
And that's 8 points of damage.
8.
Yep.
As your attacks land and hit, as soon as those happen, you hear them. You hear both of them yell out, "We're under attack!" DM coughing. Not the guy. Don't smoke, kids. It's a bad choice. That is perceived Dionysus just all over the fucking room.
I find it interesting that the gas cloud there actually causes part of the screen to show up.
Right.
And then immediately hide you completely for just a short bit.
I can pull the Batman trick. If I get a big enough cloud, I can just do that and then like leap to the side and just disappear from my screen.
So, yeah. They yell out, and you see. What is that sound coming from? Is that coming from me? No. I hear like a echoey, screechy sound.
Not my end. I'm not hearing
Maybe
anything.
you.
Yeah, I heard it. It's coming from someone, but
I don't hear it anymore.
I'm
I
hearing something now,
yeah.
and now I'm not.
Might have just been a glitch within the Matrix.
Ghost
Yeah.
in the shell.
Rats chewing on wires. Squirrels, actually. They're more destructive on wires than rats are.
Yeah.
I actually, one of the places I moved into, we suddenly lost phone line. This is when cellulars weren't really a thing yet. Phone died. So we called up the tech, and they came in and they found that a squirrel had made a nest in basically the containment pod for a certain amount of wiring, and was using said wiring for nest material. Unfortunately, it
Now,
was
now I
fatal.
just want to create an electricity-based squirrel monster for D&D.
Wouldn't that be
It's called
Pikachu?
It's a Pikachu.
No, not Pikachu. There's actually a flying squirrel that is a new electric type.
Pachirisu.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Yes.
the other person from within the room at the far end,
Mhm.
you see for just a moment a person run out of the room, barefoot in pajamas, open the door at the far end, and yell out, "We're under attack."
Fuck. That's what I wanted to prevent.
I am so sorry. I'm a dumbass.
Oh no. Unfortunately, it's not just you. It's a combination of things.
We weren't completely quiet, and then 2 or 3 others, so it was just a mass of sounds that was enough.
Yeah, but we were supposed to stay put, and I was like, hey, we should check on you.
We should have kept to the original plan.
It's all right.
We're a
Honestly,
D&D party. We never follow the
maintained
plan.
our stealth for far longer than I ever anticipated.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is
You guys
so
are doing
we
a lot better than you thought that you were going to be doing, which is very
Yes.
nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
yes. So at this point in time, everyone take a room, remove the unarmored threat.
Wells, the guy that is standing right next to you that you just stabbed, thank you very much. Yeah, he's going to attempt to punch you.
You have metal armor right there, Wells?
Yeah, my AC 17.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does hit.
Jeez.
Impressive.
Not going to be that much being an unarmed strike.
Unless he's a specialist in unarmed strike.
For 5 damage.
Oh no, what will we ever do?
And that is, you're now also able to hear like the rousing of people like standing up. You're hearing the like clattering of weapons and doors. The doors open, and the first thing that you see is there's going to be 2 more attacks coming down the hallway. First one is going to be at Tala, which is going to be a bow shot. Which is going to heftily miss. And the second shot is going to be at 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, there's 4 targets down this hallway. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow, Tala is the unlucky one. Tala seems to be an attack magnet.
Shut up. I don't want to keep myself.
That hits. Luckily, they are short bows. Winter, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw for Tala. He is not proficient in them, so it's a +3. So it's a D20 +3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
Burn all of your dice, Winter. All of them.
The only ones I haven't used are my Dungeon Master dice. I don't want to contaminate them with player touch.
You might need to, because
Tala's down.
As the second man steps out, barely pulls his arrow and fires. The arrow screams out and hits Tala squarely in the chest between the plates, and he goes down.
Hey, Winter, I'm gonna need your
Relentless.
address. I'm gonna send you some dice because I've got those. Hi, fuck off. This whole thing's full. This is full.
We're going to
I've got
send you
another-
dice.
I've got another one of these full. Yeah, I'm sending you new fucking dice. Cause fuck your dice. You keep trying to kill Tala.
I know. Every time the DM asks me roll for Tala, my heart sinks.
Unfortunately, Tala is your retainer.
Yes, unfortunately.
You're the
Now,
one
if you
who's like, I want a
excuse me.
retainer. I want a retainer.
Relentless murder mode engaged.
Okay.
That's their turns.
Yeah.
Justice.
Yes. Okay. Is there a potential path for me to get to the far door?
There is. You will provoke at minimum one attack of opportunity.
You know what? I need to shut that door. So, and there's somebody at the door, right?
Yes. That's not
How
an
many-
attack of opportunity.
Okay. How many people? Oh, because I can do one thing or another. If I take out the one at the door, he can block the door. And then we have the two archers.
At least.
Dum-dum-dum. Yeah, no, me running there is not going to be worthwhile. How close is that far door to the two archers?
Archer 1 is fourth door on the right. Archer 2 is the last door on the left.
Fuck, so they're not even within 5 feet of each other.
No.
Okay, well that makes my my choice a little bit easier. So Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. So this is the actual spell, Hunter's Mark.
All right.
Or should I? No, Hunter's Mark. So plus 1d6 damage. And going after the guy at the far end, the one at the door.
All right.
And I'm going with sharpshooter. So -5 to hit, plus 10 damage.
Sounds like a plan.
Natural 20.
All right. So that's max on the first die.
Okay, so max on the first 2 dice because it's Hunter's Mark as well. So that
right, yeah.
14, so 18 points to start off with, and then I roll a d6 and a d8. Six is 6 more points, so I said 14, so I'm at 20. 27 points of damage.
I know what you're doing with your bonus action next turn.
Changing it to another target.
As the arrow flies out and just right through the back of the guy's neck. Dropping him instantly.
Okay, so was he in front of the door? Did he have it fully open or partially open, the door?
He had the door all the way open. And
So
he's
he's
now
just
fallen
into the hallway.
the next room.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that's all I can do at this point in time.
All right.
Fuck spells. Actually, no, I still have my move.
You do still have more movement.
But I can't really do anything to stop the two archers. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna stay here
Okay.
and continue attacking from a distance.
Dionysus, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
I can't remember that vial of weak poison that I got. Is it something that can be inhaled, or does it have to be ingested?
It has to be. It would have to be ingested.
Yeah, shit. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna step out of the room. The closest one to me is the one in engagement with Wells, right?
Right.
Yeah, my sword is just gonna flash over Wells's shoulder, trying to stab the guy in the doorway.
All right, make your attack.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Red, you've been good to me today. 7 points of damage.
Your blade hits pretty hefty, but he is still barely standing.
I don't have any bonus action spells. Fuck! Okay. Fuck it. You know what? Bonus action, I'm gonna step up to the side and try and slip my dagger into his ribs.
Roll your attack.
21 to hit
That hits.
for 2 damage.
As you slip the dagger up underneath his ribs, he lifts off the ground for just a second, and you just hear a gurgling sound. And as you pull your blades out of him, he drops to the ground limp. You're able to see into the room. The guy inside is just finishing putting his shield onto his arm.
The best part is I still look like one of the guards.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts as an advantage.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm still outward appearance. I'm dressed as one of the guards. It's not a concentration spell. So I look like a traitor right now.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my turn.
Sorka, you are up. As Wraith, you are on deck.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is turn around, and
But the one's still here. No,
I
it's
think that Tala is behind me, or wherever I saw Tala drop.
Tala is in front of you.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
I'm
that
going.
you moved from the mudroom, did you?
Yeah, I just looked in that first door. So
Yeah, Tala did pass you.
okay, so I'm gonna dump a healing word for 8 points of healing.
Tala gets revived. And he has his wound point back.
And is there anybody within 60 feet of me that is
Yes.
a bad guy?
Yes.
Okay. I would like an intelligence saving throw.
Of course.
Mind Sliver?
Mhm.
So they succeed.
Okay.
Fairly hard to lay.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that was just a cantrip, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's all I had available to me. So
Okay.
okay, at least I got Tala.
At least you got Tala.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Azareth, you are up, and then Tala is on deck.
How far away do I have to get to get into sight with the fight?
The closest person that you can see is about 40 feet away.
I'm going to move my full 30 feet.
Well, if you want to get in melee, there is still some range that you can see two of them on either side of the hallway.
I take it that I don't notice that Tala's been injured since Tala was healed before I got there.
You did see that Tala did drop to the ground at least.
How many baddies are within 30 feet of me?
Within 30 feet of you?
Yes.
Let's do those calculations again. It's 2 per room. There were 4 rooms occupied. 3 rooms. Within 30 feet of you, I'd say from your position, 5.
How many of those can see me?
2. 3. 3 can see.
Seeing Tala go down filled me with rage. And I'm using my dreadful aspect, channel divinity. So this all the dark emotions that I have just built within of me just turn into magical energy. So this dark aura is just around me. Oh good, I arrived in time. I am going to have so much fun. I need every single one of them who can see me make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Had to be wisdom. What's your DC?
12.
12? 2 pass.
That one is frightened of me. And the only way to not be frightened of me is to move out of my 30 feet range and attempt to make that wisdom saving throw again. They cannot willingly move towards me, of course. And if they're stuck in that room, they're in that room.
Goody goody gumdrops. Okay, cool.
Now, as my bonus action, I am going to Shield of Faith, our healer, which I think is Wells.
No, the healer is Sorka.
Sork, I am very bad at this.
Wells is a warlock.
Sorka is a sorcerer. That actually works out really well. Holy shit.
That will be my turn.
All right. It is Tala. Standing up will take up half his
Try and kill
movement.
Tala again.
Which, of course, Tala will do. And with that half movement now, can Tala get into melee range of anyone?
There is the person in the doorway just catty corner. You'd Dionysus and Weld would have to let him through. But there is someone in that room. There's also someone a little bit farther down that he could make it to, and because he has a tabaxi, he can get to them pretty heartily. Because tabaxi
Since
can
there
as
are
a bonus
since there are
action.
2 already on that one, we're going to go with that option and get him up to the other one.
The one that he wouldn't have to go into a room for.
Yes.
All right. He has a +6 for his attack.
Oh, come on. I hope that hits.
What is it?
Wait, hold on. I gotta count. 14. For some reason, I was counting in clock time, so after I reached 12, I said 1.
Now, actually, clock time, you reach 12 and you go 13. At least
Yeah.
the real clock.
Yeah, it's only after 24 you go to 1.
No, 23.
23. Well, no, you go to 0, then 1.
Yes.
23, 0, 1.
Don't hurt my widow brain.
Anyways, yes, the 14 does hit. And that does 10 damage. Flat, but still, it's pretty hearty. And that is the guy that got hit with the crossbow. No, wait, it wouldn't be the guy that got hit with the crossbow. The crossbow's down the other end. It is one of the archers. The one that didn't drop him. But, yeah, that guy looks bloodied now. Up next is Wells. Baddies are on deck.
Okay, so the one that was next to me
Is dead.
and
And
then
there's
what?
one farther in the room that just put a shield on his arm.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah. If that's the case, go right. Yeah, go right up to them and then.
Stabby, stabby.
Yes.
Stabby, stabby away.
18.
That hits.
Oh, nice! Max damage for 18.
As your sword slices across him, he wasn't all the way standing yet, and I'm gonna make him roll a dex check real quick. Yeah, your sword slashes across him, and he actually rolls back onto his bed.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking really fucked up right now. But he is still alive.
Bonus action punch him.
You can do that. Or kick him. And technically he is prone.
So that is critical damage.
And has advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
I wouldn't
do
say
that.
it's I would do critical damage. Because he is cognitive.
Mm-hmm.
But he is you do have advantage to hit him.
Okay. Yeah, so would that be considered an unarmed strike?
Yes.
But you said it would be at advantage, right?
Yes. It's an unarmed strike at advantage. Which I believe that's a D3.
Um,
Depends on if you're
from inside of
proficient or
another
not.
book.
That's the problem.
17.
So what'd you get?
17.
You hit.
And in my case, it only does 1 damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you're proficient with unarmed strike, it's 1 point plus strength bonus.
Which
which-
mine is 0. So yeah.
You kick him heftily in the teeth, but he is still alive. He is still moving. It is their turn. And he is going to do a...
Now comes the shitstorm.
Now comes the shitstorm, followed by Light Salad. The person right next to Tala is going to attempt to hit him with the bow. These guys are really well trained. They know exactly what they're doing. Cool. Awesome. So, bad news.
Tala
He
got hit again.
Tala got hit.
Murder.
Additional bad news, you now have to roll the con save.
Ah! Oh, hey! What was it again? What's the plus?
Plus 3.
3.
Oh. 13.
Good news! As the guy swings his bow at Tala, Tala actually raises his shield just enough. It grazes and you see it like smack off the top of his head, but he shakes it off. He does not take a point. He does not take a wound point. Seeing as he only has 1 until you guys clear this building. So that's the first bit. Second person in that room is going to run up and attempt to stab Tala with the dagger. Thankfully, Tala has good armor. For once, someone did not get over his goddamn AC 18.
18?
Yeah, it doesn't change. But, they've been getting really fucking lucky.
No shit.
Seriously, the last one was a 17 on the die. And he has a minor bonus to his strength. Just enough. So, Wells, the guy that you knocked out of the bed, he's going to stand up and try and hit you with the shield that he has in his hand. Because he didn't pick up a weapon yet.
Shield Smash is a proficiency, right?
Shield Smash would be proficiency, but you'll never truly know. Because as he swings in, you actually like duck underneath his strike, making him miss. Next, an arrow is going to fly down the hallway.
There's a lot of bodies in between.
Yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the hallway. You're in
More
the
than-
hallway.
Oh, I know I'm in the hallway. No, I thought there were some more of them in the hallway as well.
Yeah.
They provide cover.
Well, it depends on who they're shooting at.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I know 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oh shit! There's 5 people in the hallway. Down. Fucking. Azraith, you see a arrow fly past you from one of the archers down the hallway. Okay, the buzzing has come back. Oliver, I think it is from your system. Yeah, I think it's yours. Might be like where the cable. I've had this before, like where it's turned within the jack. It might literally just be that problem. It's gone
Okay,
for now.
that's bizarre.
It's happening as you're talking.
Okay, that is really bizarre. Let's adjust this while I am talking. Are you still hearing it?
Yeah.
I have no idea why it would be doing this.
How long have you had that headset?
6 months.
Yeah, don't know why.
It might be your headset too.
No, it's coming through not only through my speaker range, but Amaya's hearing it as well. And it's
I'm
at
also
a
hearing it
hertz.
now.
Yeah, it's at a hertz that hurts.
Okay, I'm going to try the mute on the cable itself.
It's something to do with your mic.
Okay, and if I have it over here,
No, like there's something within the cabling somewhere between.
I specifically have it set up so that there's no crunching anywhere because I know of that issue.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're giving off a high pitched, like ringing
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, I'm
It sounds like
sensitive to that kind of stuff. So
Okay, give me a
it sounds like
second.
two microphones rubbing against each other.
Okay, give me a second there. I'm gonna unplug everything and. Okay, are we still hearing it?
No, not at this point.
No.
Okay. Well, then I guess I don't have ears that change colors on me. I unplug the USB port that all it does is power the freaking lights on the headphones.
Yeah, pretty lights can go to hell as long as you aren't screeching in her ears that way.
Yep. Okay. Well, at least we found the system, the problem.
Yeah, I had an issue with that with a Turtle Beach a while back. I had like legitimately the exact same issue. If I had it plugged in all the way, it would make god awful sound. But if I took
Yay.
one cable out of the situation, stupid.
Well, it's stupid the fact that the USB is just for power.
To make it just look pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways. Continuing ranges, Azraith, the one that is afraid of you is one of the guys at the far end. Luckily, he doesn't have to get closer to you to get to the door, but then he uses that open door to get farther away from you. And he runs into the main complex.
Fuck.
You can now attempt to make that wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, because Azarath is out of sight now.
And he makes it. Though it'd be at the end of his turn range. Speaking of which, there are going to be one person from the far end door is going to rush out, and he doesn't quite get all the way up to you guys, but he has a shield in one hand and a club in the other.
Okay.
Though no one's affected by it for one whole minute, everyone does feel that dark aura within 30 feet of me. Everyone.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's still a feeling.
yeah. That's perfectly fine. Dark aura,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, like
Oh,
think of being in the
shit.
presence of Darth Vader.
Wells, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
No.
no.
Great.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Oh, thank God. 18.
Okay.
Well, you can satisfy your bloodlust anyways here.
Oh, it's more than that. It's more than that.
Hey, that's all I know, so.
So much fun. So little time.
I actually.
Another person comes out of the room, the fourth room down on the far side, and he is able to get up to, I believe, the farthest one forward would be Azarath, and he is going to swing his club at you. I said swing at, never said anything about hitting.
Bring it on.
Yeah, no, I remember one time with one group I had a cursed weapon. It was a demon in there, and they found they had a very creative way of removing it. In my world, it's in flux right now, so there are ultra strong magic zones, wild magic zones, and dead magic zones. He threw the axe at somebody that was in the dead magic zone. I rolled, it went. Wasn't trying to get rid of it, but unfortunately, it did not survive the dead magic zone.
There's fun that's going to be coming later in this setting. Trust me.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that is their turn. Just as you are up, Dionysus, you are on deck.
Okay, so I am considering we have massive people this end that can go that way. I'm starting to pick them off from that end coming back.
You can see the person that had left.
I can.
Yeah.
He's dead. Okay, using sharpshooter, I switch my hunter's mark to him.
What is the range on Hunter's Mark?
Range.
For
Give me a
Unix
sec.
Pain?
Hunter's mark is 90 feet.
Okay. I just had to double check, because if it was 60, then it would have been a no. 90 does still work.
Okay, good. So hunter's mark, sharpshooter feet. So let's see what we get here. I just want to double check on one quick thing. Okay, so it's just extra damage. Okay. Okay. Dirty 20.
That hits.
So that is 1d8 plus 14. $21 points of damage.
Your arrow screams out, and as the person turns around getting ready to draw an arrow for their next turn, you actually catch them right in their shoulder. They spin around and drop to the ground.
Not sure they're out, but I'll keep an eye on them.
Oh, you with the additional crossbow that was already in.
They were already pre-injured. Okay.
He's dead.
Okay. Okay.
You know this for a fact. Your hunter's mark also tells you he's dead.
Okay, so I'll just have to shift to somebody else again. Oh no, what will I ever do? This is honestly the first time I've had a hunter's mark that's lasted more than one round. Ever as a player. Actually, as a GM too.
Yeah. Usually it doesn't last that long because you forget to do it until like the second to last turn anyways. God damn it, I know I should have done something with my bonus action. Oh well. Next turn. 10 turns later. You know what? I just remembered to do this. I'm doing it at the end of my turn. Hunter's Mark. I already did damage. Fuck it. Fuck it. Anyways,
I feel that in my soul.
Dionysus, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
How many enemies are in the hallway?
Four. Remapping where everyone is and who all is dead.
So there's the one almost dead in the room with Wells, and then 4 more in the hallway.
Yes.
Do any of them in the hallway look particularly hurt?
The one next to Tala.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to upcast then. I'm just going to cast Bane at first level. I need the other 3 that are looking pretty healthy to give me charisma saving throws.
What's your DC?
15.
Fuck you.
So they have a minus D4 to attack rolls and saving throws from now on.
Of course they do.
I don't think the GM likes us.
No. And then bonus action, throw my dagger at the one next to Paula.
All right.
Oh, so fucking close. Natural 19.
That hits.
Yeah, so 24 to hit. And that's 4 damage.
He's still standing.
Oh, I figured he would be, but I'm just taking him down a little bit.
So we should be playing some Billy Joel then.
Is that it?
That is.
Sorka, you are up. Azareth, you are on deck.
Okay. Well, let's injure a few of these. So there's still 4 in the hallway.
There's still 4 in the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna upcast magic missile, so I have 4. And I'm gonna hit each one of them, so they have at least some kind of damage.
All right.
So first one damage.
All right. First off, the first one that you're hitting, is that going to be the one that's next to Tala or one of the other ones?
Yeah, the one next to Tala.
Okay.
5 points of damage.
5?
Mhm.
Is that max?
Yeah, it was 4 plus 1.
Okay. The guy's still standing. He looks very not happy.
Okay, next one is 4 points of damage. I'm basically just like getting everybody so they have some damage on them.
All right.
Next one, 2 points of damage. And the last one, 4 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, they all look like they have some damage on them. One of them looks like he's barely holding on.
And that's my turn.
All right. Azareth, you are up. Tala on deck, and Wells after that.
So the one that swung at me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to grab him by the throat using inflict wounds.
Oh.
Ooh, roll your attack to hit.
All right.
It is a spell attack. So it's
Yes. 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 Yes.
I think you got a 20, didn't you?
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is 60-10.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's 30 points plus 3d10 then.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not even gonna roll. You're not even gonna roll. As you grip this guy, you notice that he has like some scars, some cuts, all across his body. This guy looks like he's been a mercenary for a while. All of them just open up fully. Like there's a cut that's on his neck that just completely opens up. Blood is now pouring out of his shirt, off of his legs. All of the old wounds that he used to have that had healed up reopened to their fullest extent all at once.
As
And a
that's
look
doing,
of
as that's
terror
happening,
is in
I'm
his
lifting him
eyes.
into the air.
Yeah.
Like it's mid-process into the air.
There's a look
And
of
once he's
terror in
lifeless,
his eyes.
I drop him once he's done.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Roll me an intimidation. Real quick.
Let's see that. Oh, a 19, and that's plus 4, 23.
All right, so there are still 4 people around. 3 of them can see, but his death was not quiet.
I like to side.
Amaya, I'm going to tell you 4 different colors, and I want you to pick one once I've told you all of them, okay?
Shh.
Pink, orange, green, yellow.
That's the dye color.
Yellow.
I'll keep that in mind. You will find out the results of that intimidation when you get to the bad guys' turns. But so far,
Teehee.
Teehee. Is that your
I
turn?
feel so happy. I feel so awesome right now. And yes, that's my turn.
Okay, it is Tala up and Wells on deck. It's Tala up.
Sorry. I am head thoughts.
You have those?
I have those. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh.
Who is the one in front of Tala still up?
Yes. He is
Okay.
looking very not good.
Wait, that's a D12. That's not a D20. Let me grab the D20 to roll. No, DM dice. Why? The first time I rolled you. Why? Why? The horror. Natural 1.
Roll me the D20 again.
10.
The miss is very, very, very bad, but nothing bad comes of it. As a reminder to all players and people watching, if you get a critical fail, you roll again. If you roll a 1, you provoke an attack of opportunity. If you roll a 20, you re-roll your attack. That there's a very, very small chance on either end of those spectrums. It's a 5% chance either way. But it's still there. And everything in the middle is the 1 is just a fail. So Tala's attack misses. Wells, you're up.
Okay, the one in front of me is still up, right?
Yes.
Okay, attack him.
Okay.
He actually stood up, the other guy?
Oh, damn it, son of a bitch! a 10, so miss.
10 total.
Yes.
10 total is a miss.
God damn it.
Now,
He did stand up.
Oh, he was standing. Okay.
Yeah. On his turn, he stood up and swung his shield.
Yes. You're right. Okay. And you don't have a second weapon there, Wells, eh?
Nope, and unfortunately I'm not 5th level, so I don't have the invocation that lets me attack twice.
You can bonus action kick him.
For a
Okay.
point.
It'll
I'll try.
only do a point of damage, but you never know.
Yeah, no, total of 5.
Yeah. You're swinging. He ducks out of the way. On their turn, he takes his shield off of his arm, throws it to the corner, and drops to his knees, putting his hands on the back of his head. So does the dude at the far end of the hall, and the one that was just at the door 4. The last person still standing, though, who had his back to Azraith during the process, facing Tala. He is still alive, and he is not groveling. All the others openly, like, they're screaming out in their native tongues. So you're hearing Elven, you're hearing different dialects from across, like Suka, you're hearing Suka Ro, Uroset, Plen and Prime, like all of them, like between all of you, you have the languages to understand that they're just yelling out, "Don't let that happen to me."
Okay.
And the one in front of Tala is going to swing. Damn his +3. Tala needs to make a Constitution.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, dice, come on.
He has a +3.
7, 8, 9, 9.
The club hits him square in the sternum. His eyes glaze over for a moment, and he drops to the ground, wheezing. He is going to be on death saving throws on his turn. Justice, you are up.
I am removing that person from the equation. So using my sharpshooter feat. It's 18. Does a 14 hit?
14 barely misses.
Ah, fudge.
Someone get to him before I do.
I can't believe I missed. Ugh. Okay. So next.
Dionysus, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
The one in front of Tala just knocked him out.
Yep.
All right.
And he's the only one not groveling after the shit that Azraith just did.
I'm going to, because he's basically just across the hall from me, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over to him and let my disguise self drop back into my original form and go, "You should have got on your fucking knees," as I drive my rapier right through him. That is a 19 to hit.
How's it going down?
You should have got on your fucking knees when you had the chance. And as he looks up to me, my rapier is just going straight through his throat. I'm burying it all the way up to the hilt into his neck. And I go, or you should have just stayed the fuck asleep.
He claws at your arm for just a second before
And I
going
just
limp.
push him forward and just let him slide off the end of my sword.
Yeah, the look of like panic and fear of what has just happened to him. He wasn't looking that great to begin with, and then you just finished him off in such a way. And
The rest of you in this room now.
they all move in, and as soon as they get, one of them isn't moving. The one that isn't moving is the one that is at Wells's feet.
That's the room I'm pointing into with my sword for them to go into.
They all go into that room.
Let's tie them up and move on. We don't have time to waste. Sorka, could you get Tala up again, please?
Yep. It was my plan from the beginning. Another healing word.
And that'll be my turn.
For
Tala.
9 healing.
Tala coughs. The light's coming back to his eyes. I almost had him. I almost had him. I almost had him. And he starts slowly standing back up. All the others get into the room that you pointed to.
Are we out of initiative order?
Almost. Wells, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's like perfect opportunity for him. It's like,
Oh, there's another reasoning for that.
oh no. Oh wow, thank God. 18.
You are feeling this pull very strongly.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that's in front of you looks to be almost on death's door. But you are able to make it to the doorway. Azraith, how long does your thing last?
Just 1 minute.
So as everyone ports into the areas, it is... the minute finally ends. And, Wells, you're feeling a bit clearer in your head. You're able to tie them up easily. They comply.
I hold my hand out to Tala.
He takes it as he finishes standing up.
As I help him stand up, I pull him into a hug.
I'm actually going to make you roll a grapple check. I'm going to roll an opposing. Because he's still semi in fight mode.
Grapple check is which?
Athletics.
Ah! 23.
Yeah, you heartily get him into a hug. Like his arms like down at his side. Like it's a fairly awkward hug. Like you know when you hug someone and their arms are like completely at their side when you start the hug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that awkward. Oh, you're okay. You did good. You're okay. I will do a
Almost
better
have that
job
day.
protecting you. I know.
You guys have
Are we going to
cleared.
gag these guys too to make sure that they don't do anything once they're not groveling?
Yeah, I just pick up some of the discarded clothes around the room and I start tearing it into strips to tie as a gag.
Yeah,
For
they
each of-
as you're moving forward, they open up their mouth like, and as they look between Wells and Azraith, as you're doing this, like in a pleading manner from you to them back to you.
I promise you, I will let them come in here unsupervised if I hear a peep out of any of you. Now, after our business is done in the manor, we can discuss your futures. Okay? So, be good. I don't want to hear anything from this room. Got it? Good.
And if I find you gone, I will hunt each and every one of you
They
down.
get it, Azarath. Weren't you a paladin? You're getting as bloodthirsty as me.
I don't see a problem with that.
He doesn't have the charisma, though.
Oh, you just make it look good. Gotcha.
Oh, I'm an utter bastard. Just ask Sorka.
I will second that.
Speaking of which, Sorka, I was looking at Joshua's page. Can you give him a heads up to expect me? Because obviously with my username,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Murky.
I will.
Okay, on that note, let's see what's...
On that note, we're actually going to...
Yes, I just saw the time.
...tie a bow on this session.
Whoo!
Thank you all very much for joining us. Until next time, be well, roll safe.
And check out Amazing Artists.
Absolutely. From my screen reads that you're all saying, it's that direction.
Yep. In my case, yeah.
I have actual tears in my eyes. It's great.
Anything else to plug in at the end here, aside from the amazing artist?
No.
We are still working on stuff for the upcoming store stuff done through Valen's Fabrications and Warwick's Wonders. So we'll keep you all informed as that gets going. Again, until next time.